Hi everyone, I've got a little question for you. What do old oak barrels, warm ambushes, and the legends of Odessa have in common? All of that lives in the Cognac Museum of Brandy Art, which I decided to visit today. I can't wait to find out how the flavor known on all the world is created. I'm inviting you to take a peek behind the scenes. You ready? Then, let's step into a world where art can be tasted. The first thing to greet guests is a legendary chandelier unlike anything else in the world. Its structure is made of 20,000 empty cognac bottles, and when lit, it shimmers like liquid gold, creating the sensation that you've already stepped inside a glass of this novel drink. This is more than just a piece of decor. It's the symbol of the brand, its rich history, and its unique style. The museum is located in historic cellars that are over a century old. Here, among massive oak barrels, the cognac oaks dry mature. The Enterprise's strategic reserve, more than 32,000 barrels rest here, each holding about 10 tons of cognac in post-blending repos. Every barrel has its own passport, alcohol content, edition, inventory number, year of repair, and capacity, and of course, each made exclusively from oak stave, 55 to 65 planks depending on the size. Even in completely silence, you can hear the angel's whispers. This is what winemakers call the natural evaporation of alcohol. Each year, a barrel sacrifices about 3% of its contents. Over 20 years, the loss can reach 55%. That's why high-end cognacs are so expensive. Time take its share, leaving only rich taste and noble aroma. The oldest Shasta spirits date back to 1948 and 1949. Here in the quiet and how light, the master blender creates a symphony of flavors from the finest spirits of South Ukraine. This is the pride of the distillery and the foundation of its fame. The museum preserves not only drinks but also stories. Distinguished guests have visited, from famous writers to actors, including, as legend has it, Agatha Christie herself. Shasta cognacs were served at the Imperial Court, won gold medals in Paris and London, and were once even secretly delivered to the table of Napoleon III. By the way, the cellars were once part of the catacombs, and there is still a preserved elevator shaft where visitors are going to return again. Of course, no visit to museum would be complete without tasting. Here you'll try drinks you can buy or even smell anywhere else in the world. The collection Golden Duke Cognac, aged 37 years in French Lemonnier oak and discontinued due to depleted stocks. Odessa, a blend aged 11 to 20 years, finished in the barrels that once held Italian Sicilian wine, and unique limited releases dedicated to Alf and Petrov's characters with only 110 bottles produced. Here, it's not just about taste, it's about the ritual. Cognac should never be overheated or chilled, chased with lemon or mixed with overpowering flavors. The best pairings are peach, grapes, raisins, unsalted nuts, plain crackers, or nurtured cheese. Before tasting, the glass of warmed in your hands for at least a minute. Then, aerate it with circular motion so the drink can breathe. The first acquaintances in the first nose, about 2-3 inches from the rim of the glass to catch the top notes, sometimes still slightly alcoholic. Then comes a small sip, about a third of an ounce, which you chew in your mouth, letting the cognac coat every taste bud. You exhale through your nose to reveal the deeper aromas. Everything is slow and hurried. Cognac doesn't like fuss. You see, this is not just a museum. It's an art space, jazz, films, exhibition, gastronomy, and an European wine list. People come here not only for history but for culture. To my surprise, I loved it, and for good reason. It was simply magnificent. And that is all for today from the Cognac Museum of Brandy Art. See you in the next adventure.